run down, tired. I wonder if I can find anything that'll help me. 11 signs that my spirit needs detoxing. Sounds stupid. But hey, I'm up for anything.
Detox is needed not only for the body, but also for the soul.
Oh, okay, I got it. Body and soul?
As you go through life, many things can happen that can poison your soul, leading you to become a toxic person, drain your energy, and make you exhausted even though you barely do anything.
Wait, what? My soul can be poisoned? Oh, wait, hang on. I don't believe in a soul. But I'm drained and exhausted. Maybe I'll see what he has to say.
Just like our bodies, we also need to detox our souls to get rid of toxins that contaminate our behaviors. A dirty soul will show some symptoms like what I have said before.
Dirty soul.
Well, if you find any of these symptoms in you, that's a sign you need to detox your soul. But before moving on to this list,
well, hurry up, I want to know!
7 warning signs that tell it's time that you need a spiritual detox immediately.
An immediate spirit detox. Ooh, sounds serious. I wonder if my medical insurance will cover it.
1. You browse negative things.
Well, I certainly do look up a lot of woo and religious crap. Maybe this video isn't helping my condition. To be honest, if he thinks that looking at a few negative things can make your woo-woo have boo-boos, I think this is going to be a very uninformative video.
In this modern age, anything can be found easily using the internet. Well, if you use the internet to search for negative things, especially for your own satisfaction, then this could be a sign that your soul is already poisoned by negative things as well.
Negative things for my own satisfaction? Does he mean porn? He means porn, doesn't he? Look, dude, there is nothing wrong with porn. Like everything else, porn in moderation can help you, relieves people of their anxieties and provide a release of endorphins that actually helps to lift mood. Seriously, there is nothing wrong with a little porn. Starting to wish I'd looked up Pornhub instead of this.
2. You're not thinking before you speak.
What has this got to do with me feeling tired and run down? Also, I don't think you can speak without thinking. Sure, you can speak rashly without putting much consideration into it, but not thinking, you'd have to be dead. And dead people don't speak.
When your soul is filled with negativity, you tend to speak or act without minding the consequences. Other people may get offended even though you have no intention to hurt them at all.
Oh, so you meant speaking without consideration. Still, you haven't shown me how that makes me tired and run down. Or are you talking karma, like you say or do a bad thing and the spirits take some of your sleep away from you in retribution? Because if that's what you think, I think you need to watch more Pornhub.
3. You feel no emotion. Emotion is one of the most important things that differentiate us from other creatures. This is what makes a human a human.
Really? So when your dog slinks off away from you when they know they are in trouble, you don't think they are feeling an emotion? While we may not be able to equate animals' emotions with ours, it is obvious they have them. Elephants mourn their dead, rats show a kind of compassion to other rats of their group, so I don't think you can say emotions make us human. Emotions are an evolutionary trait we share with many other animals.
When you feel like you have no emotion, it means that there's something wrong with you.
Well, you can feel numb to a situation. That doesn't mean you have no emotion. It just means that you're not sure how to respond to the situation. If you are actually consistently feeling no emotion, I would recommend a trip to a counsellor, because there may be a bigger underlying psychological problem. Really, people, don't fuck with stuff like this. Seek proper medical help. Mental illness is not a game.
4. You can't sleep well.
Finally! A symptom I actually have.
It's late, midnight, and you're already laying in your bed, but no matter how hard you try to sleep, your eyes are still wide open, or your mind still is wandering for no reason. Or maybe you already sleep early at one night, but when you wake up the next morning, you still feel tired as if you don't get enough sleep. This is your soul trying to tell you that you need to detox ASAP.
So a lack of sleep equals emergency soul detox. But what about actual reasons for a lack of sleep? Have you not heard of insomnia? It's a real thing and has many causes. For example, stress and worry. If you're dwelling on something and worrying about it, then it's likely you have problems sleeping. Also, eating too close to bedtime and working odd shifts can all contribute to insomnia. Then you have the more medical causes like depression and medications. Again, if you're having long-term sleep issues, see a medical professional. I put a link below to the Mayo Clinic page on sleep disorders. Please check it out if you're having any sleep problems.
For once, meditation might help you greatly to release negativity in your mind and help you sleep.
Oddly enough, I agree with him here. Learning proper relaxation techniques like meditation can help you sleep better. But it is still best to see a medical professional if your sleeping issues are persistent.
5. You feel bored all the time.
I'm feeling a little bored and distracted now. Squirrel!
This is a chain reaction to the previous problem. When you can't sleep well, you feel restless and you get bored easily. You lack the motivation to do your daily tasks because you always feel sleepy. You have no spirit or passion for going through your day. You just end up sitting on the couch all day, you feel bored, and you have no energy to get on your works.
Nothing wrong with this per se, except that boredom has a lot more causes than just lack of sleep. So if you're feeling bored a lot, go see a friend. Phone your favourite family member, assuming yours aren't all shit. Or just get outside for a nice fucking walk. If you're still finding boredom creeping in all the time, maybe there is some underlying issue. And once again, and I don't believe I'm having to say this, go and see a medical professional.
6. People keep the distance away from you. Have you ever felt that people seem as if they stay away from you, but don't know what happens? You think you have never wronged them, but they stay away from you regardless?
There may be reasons for all this. It could just be your paranoia. Perhaps you need better friends. Or you're just too exhausted because of the lack of sleep stuff to be any fun for people to be around. Or maybe you just stink and a good wash and some of that hippie soap will spruce you right up.
While that might not be so obvious, this could be another sign that you need to detox your soul. You might not think that you have done anything wrong to them, but maybe your attitude, your behaviors, your ego, or something that you don't know is changing. A dirty soul will emit a negative aura, which will make people be reluctant to get along with you.
Like I said, maybe just a sign you need a bath. I'd be more inclined to think it's your dirty skin organ and its aura that it's emitting that's the real problem. Perhaps consider buying some links?
7. You always become the victim. Have you ever felt like this? In almost every problem, you always be the one to blame. People tend to blame you for what happened, or at least you see yourself that way.
Okay, so this one's just stupid. If people are blaming you, then there is one of two options. You did something wrong, or they are just assholes. If you did something wrong, apologize and try to do better in the future. Or if your friends are assholes, find better friends. Brushing off responsibility for our bad actions by saying, "Oh, my soul must be dirty," is perhaps the biggest cop-out I have ever heard. But what's worse is if you excuse the bad way your friends are treating you by saying it's your fault for having a dirty soul, then you are just creating for yourself a never-ending loop of guilt and self-blame. Don't do this.
Problems are bound to arise now and then, and people might want to have a score with you. However, it doesn't mean that they just blame you like that. They might just want an explanation, but you think that they're blaming you. If this is what you feel, that means your soul needs a detox. Negativity in your soul triggers the emergence of negative thoughts.
No. Negative thoughts come about for a lot of reasons, but none of them are attached to this soul you keep going on about. Again, if you're experiencing a lot of negative thoughts, go seek proper medical help. Depression and anxiety are not to be trifled with.
8. You hate seeing people happy. This symptom is one of the worst. You can't see anyone else happy. Seeing the happiness of people makes you feel bad, annoyed, and hateful. If you feel this way, immediately reflect on yourself so that you don't get trapped into the world of negativity for too long.
Okay, I'm just going to make a blanket statement here. If you feel any of these things this woo-tard is talking about on a regular basis, please go and seek help or call one of the mental health hotlines I've listed below. Seeing other people's happiness as a bad thing is usually a sign of deep emotional distress. Don't mess about with your mental health.
9. You're glad to see people's misery. This is the counterpart of the previous one. You hate seeing people happy and you feel satisfied when you see them suffer. It clearly shows that there is something wrong inside of you to the point that you have lost your empathy towards others. Life is indeed a competition, but it shouldn't make you become this kind of person, right?
The Germans have a word for this. It's called Schadenfreude. It means pleasure derived by someone from another person's misfortune. Oddly enough, it's a common thing for all of us to experience. It's often a case of feeling relieved that the misfortune didn't happen to us. Thank the invisible sky daddy. That relief can release endorphins, that lovely chemical in our brain again, making us feel pleasure from someone else's suffering. But most of us will feel a little guilty for feeling this, but it is a normal human response and probably evolved as a way for us to learn from other people's mistakes. The pleasure response giving us a positive feedback for not letting something bad happen to us. There are of course mental illnesses that can cause a lack of empathy, but once again, if you're having any issues, see a medical professional.
10. You stop praying or meditating.
Well, why would I pray? I don't even believe in a God, let alone your God.
Praying and meditating is one of the most powerful soul-cleaning methods, but if you begin to be reluctant to do it, or even worse, you avoid to do it instead, meaning that your soul is already filled with negativity. It blocks the positive flow inside of you.
If my positive flow is blocked, I try Metamucil. It's great for getting you unclogged.
Which prevents you from doing positive things.
Meditation can be a useful tool in helping us to relax. It's not necessarily a healthy lifestyle. So if you're reluctant to meditate, then your meditation is not going to work properly. So again, you're making it the person's fault. Damn your system. It's filled with a lot of blame, and that can't be good for your soul. Just saying.
11. You can feel the fresh air. Having too many works and activities can break your connection with nature. You know that nature is the best place to detox your soul and recharge your energy.
We are part of nature. We are living things. You can't really detach from nature. But I will agree, getting out in the outdoors and going for a walk or a swim or whatever can be very relaxing, but not for everyone. If you're agoraphobic, there is no way I would suggest this.
When you're disconnected from nature for too long, the negativity will slowly consume your soul.
So, the nasty negativity monster is going to come and consume my little solly wally.
Breathe the fresh air, bathe yourself in warm sunlight, and enjoy the greens. Nature will help you to heal. A little fresh air is enough to ease your mind.
This woo you're peddling, while not all of it is terrible, is still just woo, and you're distracting people who may need proper medical help from getting the help that they need. Just stop, please.
Well, those are 11 signs that you need a spiritual detox. So what's your opinion about them?
My opinion about this is it's just a bunch of old woo. Add to that, you tell people with all these signs that they need a spiritual detox, but you don't actually tell people how to detox. Me wonders if you have a financial gain in this, other than your YouTube pennies. Medically proven CBD oil. I wonder if he's telling us the truth there. While a plethora of online testimonies claim the CBD tinctures and tropical creams have been beneficial to their health, easing aches and pains and calming nerves, the jury is still out. In-depth research and tests have not been sufficiently carried out to reach a reliable conclusion as of yet. So not medically proven. It would seem to me that our man here has made a video encouraging his audience to buy his woo products from his woo store, but that's just my opinion. I'm sure yours could be different. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Please like and try not to choke on the selfie stick.